We will begin with piecemeal distribution. Are they getting? Piecemeal. Piecemeal distribution. Let's assume you're having about 10 assets. In the partnership form, around 10 assets are there. Let us not name any asset. There are about 10 assets, which may be land and building, plant and machinery, furniture, data, stock, like that. There are 10 assets with a partnership form. Is it possible to sell all the 10 assets in one shot and settle everybody? Sell all the 10 assets on a single day, get the money and settle the liabilities and partners. Is it possible? It will not possible. So what will happen is assets will be gradually sold. We may sell the 6th asset first, 8th asset next, 10th asset next, then first asset next, like that. Assets are going to be gradually sold. And liabilities, will you keep waiting for next 6 or 7 months? Let us sell all the assets, accumulate money, settle all liabilities at once. Then and there you will settle. For example, asset number 1 realized 10 lakhs. Asset number 1 realized 10 lakhs. With that, you will be able to settle a liability. Next asset, 25 lakhs realizing. With that, you will be able to pay the next liability. Either full or part, we will be able to pay. But in which order you have to pay? Those things you have to decide. That is called as piecemeal distribution. Piecemeal distribution means payment in parts. Start. Have the notes and let us continue. When a firm is dissolved, this is also dissolution of partnership only. When a firm is dissolved, assets are gradually realized. And liabilities are settled in piecemeal. Piecemeal means part by part. So assets are gradually realized and liabilities are settled in piecemeal. Is there any order in which you have to sell the asset? No. But is there an order in which you have to pay the liability? Yes. In which order? We have learned liquidator statement of final accounts. Okay. Liquidator statement of final accounts. Let's start. Are they getting? Order of payment of liabilities. Number 1. Provide for liquidation expenses. I use the word provide for because on day 1 you will know the actual expenses or estimated expenses. For example, we are starting with the dissolution. We will work out only what? Estimated expenses and provide for it. Provide for which one? We can say provide for estimated liquidation expenses. For example, we provide for 10,000 rupees. Let's assume actual expenses only comes to 9,000 rupees now. The 1,000 rupees surplus can be adjusted later. But always provide for which one? Estimated liquidation expenses. Number 2. What is the next one? Pay secured creditors. Secured loans. Okay. Secured bank OD. All those things. Any liability having a charge on the asset you settle next. What is the next one? Pay preferential creditors. Unsecured creditors. First priority should be given to whom? Preferential creditors. Unsecured creditors. Pay unsecured creditors, which may be trade payables, outstanding expenses, unsecured loans. Pay them next. What is the next one? Pay or settle partners loan. Loan from the partner should be settled. What about loan from partner's spouse? That may be secured or that may be what? Unsecured. Then Yeah, preferential creditors, liquidator statement of final accounts அந்தானே பண்ணு. அதுல preferential creditors எதெல்லாம் வரும்? Preferential creditors. List A, list B, list C ல போடும்போது amount payable to the government, amount payable to the employees, இதெல்லாம் வந்து வரும். Wages 6 months accumulation. Okay, refer liquidation chapter for preferential creditors. Yes, amount payable to the government, amount payable to your employees, or which one? Preferential. Okay, settle which one? Partners loan. After settling that, balance is available to whom? Partners. Partners capital. Balance is available to whom? Partners capital. So this is order of distribution. After paying the partners loan, the balance is available for what? Partners capital. Now pay attention. Let us assume there are three partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 5:3:2. Okay. The capital balance is 10 lakhs each. What is the capital balance? 10 lakhs each. Now we paid all these people sixth realization. Okay, after paying expenses, creditors, preferential creditors, unsecured creditors, and loan, the balance available to partners capital, which was during August month, was, let's assume, 4 lakhs. August month, there was a balance left for partners, 4 lakhs. Of course, September, October, November, we will sell future assets and we will pay. In August month, what is the money available? 4 lakhs. This 4 lakhs, to whom you will pay? 4 lakhs. There are three partners who contributed a capital of 10 lakh, 10 lakh, 10 lakh each. What is the money available? August 4 lakhs. யாருக்கு pay பண்றது? Equal ஆகும். இப்போ profit sharing ratio 5:3:2 ஆச்சு. And the loss due to insolvency only will be borne by the partners in which ratio? Capital ratio. In general, the money will go to which ratio? Realization losses will be shared in which ratio? Profit sharing ratio. இங்க ரெண்டு இருக்கு. Profit sharing ratio இருக்கு, capital இருக்கு. என்ன பண்றது? Now, as per Partnership Act, there are two methods of piecemeal distribution. There are two methods of piecemeal distribution. One is called as maximum loss method. What is the method? Maximum loss method. It is not 5:3:2. It is not 10 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 10 lakhs. This 4 lakhs will not be distributed in 5:3:2 ratio or 10 lakh, 10 lakh, 10 lakh ratio. Both will be considered. Both will be considered. How to consider both? Yes, there are two methods. What is the two methods? Maximum loss method or proportionate capital method. Two method. So we'll learn both the methods. So let it be maximum loss method or which one? Okay, simple. Okay. Order of payment to partners. Capital. One is which method? Maximum loss method. What is the another method? Proportionate capital method. We'll first learn, see, for both the method, the first 5 steps are same. What do you mean by first 5 steps? You follow maximum loss method or proportionate capital method. Settlement of external liabilities and partners loan, you will follow the same order. The balance available to partners is either paid by which method? Maximum loss or which one? Proportionate capital method. Now, have we taken up these 6 steps? Now, start. At the beginning, order of payment to partners capital. Let us learn maximum loss method now and let us go to the proportionate capital method later. Order of payment to partners capital. Order of payment to partners capital. What is the first method? Maximum loss method. If I teach you theory, then you will all sleep in the first step itself. Okay, let me take up a problem and demonstrate so that it will be better. It is not debit and credit rule. It is not accounting standard. It is not law. It is only a logical understanding. It is only a logical understanding. If you understand the logic in 5 minutes, that's all. The entire chapter is over. You can solve any number of problems. Shall we? Now let me take up a problem and illustrate. Do not copy the solution. You have to take up the concept. Look at the thing. The following is the balance sheet of ABC on 31/3/2017. What is the profit sharing ratio? 2 is to 2 is to 1. Sundry assets 48,500 கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. Creditor is there, then AS loan. Only two liabilities. What is the order of payment? First you will pay whom? Creditor. அப்புறம் இந்த ப்ராடக்ட்ல A loan pay பண்ணிட்டு அப்புறமா பார்ட்னர்ஸ்க்கு வரலாம். We will see. Asset realized as follows. First month, second month, third month, fourth month, fifth month, like that. Assets are gradually realized. Next பாருங்க. Realization expenses expected 500. What do you mean by expected 500?
Estimation.
Estimation. That is, you have to provide how much? 500. But actual expenses only? When will you come to know the actual expenses? In the last. So fourth realization பாருங்க எவ்வளவு இருக்கு? 20,100. We would have provided 500. We would have provided 500, but actual expenses are only 400. Now the 400 we will adjust in which one? Last realization. We will adjust in last realization. Now pay attention. Maximum loss method, I will come to the steps. I will come to the step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 later. Okay. Don't copy this, just listen to it. Okay. Amount payable. Amount payable. யாராருக்கு pay பண்ணணும்? Liquidation expense provide பண்ணணும். Then in this problem, creditors then pays low, then capital account of partners. Capital account of partners. Who are the partners? A, B, C. Don't copy this. I'll give you sufficient time. Sufficient time means really sufficient time to copy. Okay. So let us take the amount payable. Let us take which one? Amount payable. So going to be a lengthy statement, little lengthy statement. What is amount payable? Initially we are going to provide for liquidation expenses 500. Creditors, any discount given? Any discount given? No. We have to pay how much? Creditors 2,000. A's loan ever pay for 5,000. Then ABC capital account, no adjustment, no P&L account, no general reserve, no miscellaneous expenditure. As capital, how much you have to pay? 9,000 rupees you have to pay. This is the amount payable. This is the amount payable. Next, look at the cash balance available. What is the cash balance available? 500. So opening cash balance. Opening cash balance 500. It will be used for which one? For expenses. Provide 500 provide it became 0. Estimated expenses are how much? 500. What is the opening balance of cash? We will reserve it for expenses. Suppose if cash balance is 700, the balance 200 would have been paid to what? Creditors. So exactly matching, leave it. Next, first realization. What is the first realization? 1,000 rupees. 1,000. This will be paid to creditors. அப்போ creditors pay பண்ணுங்க. எவ்வளவு pay பண்ணுவீங்க? 1,000 pay பண்ணுங்க. Pay to creditors. This 1,000 is paid to who? Creditors. Any doubt in it? Next, second realization எவ்வளவு இருக்கு? Second realization 3,000. Balance of creditors to be paid. To be paid எவ்வளவு இருக்கு? Out of 2,000 1,000 pay பண்ணியாச்சு. இந்த balance எவ்வளவு pay பண்ணணும்? 1,000. Remaining எவ்வளவு இருக்கு? 2,000 will be paid to A's loan. Paid to whom? A's loan. எவ்வளவு pay பண்ணும்? 2,000. Clear? Out of 3,000, 1,000 is paid to settle the creditors. Remaining amount is given to what? A's loan. Any doubt in it? Next, what is the next one? Third realization, how much you get? 3,900. Third realization, how much? Don't copy this, I will give you sufficient time. So balance in A's loan should be paid first. Eவ்வளவு balance in A's loan? 3,000 should be paid first. உங்களுக்கு pay பண்ணியாச்சு. இல்லையா? Now remaining how much? 900 is available to whom? Partners. Remaining 900 is available to partners. இந்த 900 யாருக்கு தரது? A கா, B கா, C கா? That is what is the first method. What is the first method? Maximum loss method. Do you understand? Any doubt in order of payment? First, which one? Liquidation expenses. Next, creditors. Next, partners loan. Then balance, how much is available to partners? 900 rupees is available to partners. Okay. Now come back. Your theory. As of now, you continue with the theory. I'll apply the steps in the problem so that you will understand in the proper way. What is the first method? Maximum loss method. Start. This method is based on the principle. This method is based on the principle if there is no further realization of assets in the future. Sir, இதுக்கு மேல asset realize ஆகலனா என்ன ஆகும்? If there is no further, if there is no realization of assets in the future, it is like no more realization in the future. We are in which realization in this example? Third realization. We are in which realization? Third month. Fourth month, fifth month, எதுவுமே realize ஆகலனா என்ன ஆகும்? Partners will lose money. Partners will lose money. That is what is called as maximum loss. If there is no further realization, partners will lose the money. That is called as which one? Maximum loss. Start. Step 1. Step 1. Calculate unpaid capital. Unpaid capital means the partner's capital. Calculate unpaid capital. Calculate which one? Unpaid capital. In this problem, no need to work out unpaid capital. ஒரே ஒரு balance தான். What is the balance? 15,000, 18,000, 9,000. No P&L account, no general reserve, nothing. 15, 18, 19. Any doubt in it? What is the amount payable to partners? 15,000, 18,000 and 9,000. Next, step 2. Step 2, please continue only in theory. Maximum loss. Maximum loss is equal to unpaid capital, that is in step 1, less amount available. Maximum loss is equal to how to work out? Unpaid capital minus amount available. Now coming back to this problem, what is unpaid capital? ABC or the unpaid capital இருக்கு? 15,000 plus 8,000 plus 9,000 minus what is amount available? 900 available. This will give us maximum loss. What is the maximum loss? 41,100. Any doubt in maximum loss? Sir, what is this maximum loss? Future la indha asset me realize agalena enna agum? Future la if no asset is realized, what will happen? That is called as which loss? Maximum loss. It is like realization loss madri. It is like, for example, if there is no further realization, partners will lose the money. That is like which loss? Realization loss. Step 2. Step 3. Step 3. Distribute the maximum loss. Distribute the maximum loss in realization loss will be shared by partners in which ratio? Realization loss. Yes. Profit sharing ratio. Yes. Distribute the maximum loss in profit sharing ratio. Now, distribute this 41,100 in which ratio? What is the ratio in this question? 2:2:1. 2:1 ratio lo distribute பண்ணுங்க amongst the partners. 41,100 2:2:1 ratio na 16,440 then 8,220. wait பண்ணுங்க. இப்போ partner A பாருங்க, what is unpaid capital? 15,000 minus எவ்வளோ loss? 16,440 னா அவனுக்கு டெபிசிட் இருக்கு. எவ்வளோ டெபிசிட் இருக்கு? 15,000 minus 16,440 there is a deficit. For the other partner, 18,000 minus 16,440, 1560. 9,000 minus maximum loss. So this will give me deficit or which one? Surplus. Okay. After distributing the maximum loss, I get a deficit or surplus. Here, deficit A. Again, maximum loss principle. If you are not able to recover money from A, that becomes like insolvency loss. That becomes like which loss? Insolvency loss. Clear? And insolvency loss enna pandrathu? Should be borne by remaining solvent partners in which ratio? Insolvency ratio. Capital ratio. Start. Step 4. Step 4. For example, you are having 10 assets. Let us assume. There is a question asked. Let's assume you are having a 10 assets. Land, building, data, stock. Will you be able to sell assets, everything on a single day? For example, you want to vacate the house. You want to sell your assets. Is it possible to sell assets on a single day? Refrigerator may be sold on day 1. Furniture may be sold on day 2. Or day 10, your vessels may be sold. Then you will find an active buyer for your other furnitures maybe up to 1 month. So it's not possible to practically sell assets on a single day. That's why we sell assets gradually. Okay, next, step 4. Step 4. Step 4. If there is a deficit, right? If there is a deficit after sharing the maximum loss, if there is a deficit after sharing the maximum loss, it should be adjusted to other partners. To other partners in which ratio? Capital ratio. Ingeo ade Garner versus Murray rule. If it is a fixed capital, use which ratio? That fixed capital ratio. If it is a fluctuating capital, use adjusted capital ratio. Same principle here also. So if there is a deficit after sharing the maximum loss, it should be adjusted to what? Other partners in which ratio? Capital ratio. Now coming back. What is the deficit? What is the deficit? 1440. Now, listen. Deficit of which partner? A transferred to. Don't copy this. I will give you sufficient time to copy. Transferred to whom? B and C. In which ratio? Capital ratio. Capital ratio பாருங்க. Capital ratio பார்த்தா என்ன இருக்கு? 18,000 is to accidentally profit sharing ratio and capital ratio are same in this question. 18,000 is to what? 9,000. You don't 2 is to 1 ratio. So the 1,440, it will be adjusted to the other partners. 960 and what? 480. Wait பண்ணுங்க. After adjusting this, இது 0 ஆயிடும். யாரோடது 0 ஆகும்? A ஓடது 0 ஆகும். B ஓடது என்ன ஆகும்? 1,560 minus 960 என்ன ஆகும்? 600. Then 780 minus 480 எவ்வளோ? 300. ஆட் பண்ணி பாருங்க இது வரும். 600 plus 300 எவ்வளோ வருது total? Yes, net surplus is paid. Net surplus is paid. Sir, the net surplus add பண்ணி பார்த்தா the amount available to partners. Okay. So now step 5. Step 5. Net surplus after the above is paid. Net surplus after the above is paid. I'll repeat, nothing to worry. I'll repeat. One more step is there. 2 more steps are there. Okay. You stay with the theory. I just explained through this problem. What is the step 1? Calculate unpaid capital. In this problem, it is simple and direct. How much? 15,000, 8,000, 9,000. What is step 2? What is step 2? Maximum loss. What is maximum loss? unpaid capital minus amount available. 15,000, 8,000, 9,000 minus what is amount available? 900 pota 41,100 வருது. Distribute that in which ratio? Profit sharing ratio. Then, if there is a deficit, yes, there is a deficit. How much? 1,440. That should be borne by remaining solvent partners in which ratio? Capital ratio. அப்புறம் adjust பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறமா net surplus இருக்கா? இருக்கு. See, B and C, after bearing all losses, they are having a surplus of how much? 600 and 300. Net surplus is paid. Next, step 6. Step 6. Go to step 1. Go to step 1. What is step 1? What is step 1? Unpaid capital. Unpaid capital. Wait பண்ணுங்க. Unpaid capital எப்படி work out பண்ணுறது ரொம்ப simple. A பாருங்க. What was the previous unpaid balance? 15,000. எவ்வளவு pay பண்ணிருக்கோம்? 0. What is unpaid capital now? 15,000. B பாருங்க. எவ்வளவு 18,000 minus எவ்வளவு pay பண்றோம்? 600. Clear? 15,000 minus 0. அவனுக்கு எவ்வளவு pay பண்ணிருக்கோம்? 18,000 minus 600. எவ்வளவு வரும்? 18,000 minus 600 போட்டா என்ன வரும்? 17,400. இவனுக்கு அதே மாதிரி 9,000 minus 300 போட்டா என்ன வரும்? 8,700. 8,700. That is unpaid capital. Go to step 1 போடமா. அப்புறம் step 2 என்னது? Calculate maximum loss. Now we are in which realization? Fourth realization. Fourth realization எவ்வளவு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க? 6,000. Now calculate the maximum loss. Calculate the maximum loss. How to work out the maximum loss? Now add this amount. எவ்வளவு amount இருக்கு பாருங்க. 15,000 plus 17,400 plus, don't copy, wait, 8,700 minus what is amount available now? 6,000 quota. Maximum loss. What is the maximum loss? 35,100. Okay, in the maximum loss, any ratio to distribute பண்ணுங்க? 2:1 ratio to distribute பண்ணுங்க. 14,040, 14,040, 7,020, 7,020. I hope surplus are நினைக்கிறேன். Net surplus paid. Net surplus paid. Everybody has a surplus. Suppose deficit இருந்தா அதே same rule தான் follow பண்ணும். What do you mean by same rule? Deficit of the partner will be transferred to the other partners in which ratio? Capital ratio. Net surplus paid out. Net surplus paid. Next, again, we have to work out which one? Unpaid capital. The போட்டே இருக்கு அவ்வளவுதான். Unpaid capital எப்படி work out பண்ணது? 15,000 minus 960, 17,500 minus 3360, 8,700 minus 16,808 பண்ணுறது ஷார்ட்கட்ல போட்டுடலாம். This minus this will give us maximum loss. அப்படியே maximum loss carry forward பண்ணிக்கலாம். Deficit இல்லைன்னா அப்படியே you can carry forward. Otherwise 15,000 minus 960 வரும் 1440. Otherwise previous maximum loss will become unpaid capital now. Previous maximum loss will become unpaid capital now. What was the previous maximum loss? Maximum loss means amount not paid. 1440, 1440, 7020. That will become unpaid capital now. Again, which realization next? Which realization next? Fifth realization. Fifth realization எவ்வளவு இருக்கு? This is the last realization. 20,100 இருக்கு. Add, wait பண்ணுங்க. Expenses ஓட surplus. 500 provide பண்ணிருக்கோம், but actual expenses are only 400. Look at this. Expenses were expected to be 500. Expected to be how much? 500, but actually it was only 400. So the surplus and expenses 100 add panna. What is amount available? 20,200 available. 20,200 available. Again, work out the maximum loss. Net surplus can be paid. Pay attention. Again, work out which one? This maximum loss. இங்கே shortcut இருக்கு. The previous maximum loss இருக்கு இல்லையா? Previous maximum loss. அது டைரக்டா இங்க எடுத்துக்கலாம். Maximum loss will be 35,100. 35,100. 35,100 minus amount available 20,200. எவ்வளவு maximum loss? mistake பண்ண மாதிரி இருக்கு. 3500 இருக்கு. ஓகே, இது 20,200 இல்லையா? கரெக்ட். ஆர் ஜஸ்ட் நார்மல் மெத்தட்லயே போடுங்க. இதுக்கு இந்த கன்ஃபியூஷன். நார்மல் மெத்தட்ல போட்டா வாட் இஸ் நார்மல் மெத்தட்? அதே ஆன்சர் தான் வரும். 14,040 plus 14,040 minus plus எவ்வளவு இருக்கு? 7020. ஐ ஹோப் அதே தான் வரும் நினைக்கிறேன். எவ்வளவு இருக்கு? 35,100 minus 20,200. எவ்வளவு மேக்ஸிமம் லாஸ் ஆகுது? 14,900. என்ன ரேஷியோல போடணும்? 2:2:1 ratio. The transfer it in 2:2:1 ratio. What how much you get? 5960, 5960, 2980. This is your maximum loss. Net surplus paid. Net surplus paid. What is the net surplus paid? 14,040 minus 5960. This net surplus paid. The net surplus payment amount add panni paatha 20,200 vaagum. Then after everything, listen, after everything you will get which one? Final unpaid balance. Final unpaid balance. Final unpaid balance. Wait pannunga. 14,040 minus 8080 என்ன வரும்? இந்த 5960 வரும். இந்த 5960 வரும். Then 2980. Wait பண்ணுங்க. This will be in the ratio of 2:2:1. It's a verification for us. This is also known as realization loss. This is also known as which loss? Realization loss. It will be in which ratio? Profit sharing ratio. அவ்வளவுதான் piecemeal distribution. Once again, I recollect the entire problem in a minute. Please pay attention. Okay, in this problem, what is order of payment? In this problem, what is order of payment? First, provide for which one? Liquidation expenses. 500 we provided. Then, first realization was paid to creditors. Second realization was first paid to creditors, and remaining amount was applied to pay whom? His loan. After that, third realization also 3,000 was used for settling partners loan. How much is available for partners now? 900 is available to partners capital. Partners capital. How to work out maximum loss? Unpaid balance minus amount available. That is step 1. Unpaid capital directly given. Step 2. What is maximum loss? Unpaid capital amount minus what is amount available? 900 na 41,100. If there is no further realization, the partners will lose what? 41,100. Sir, future realization irukku. But let us assume we are in August month. In the month 900 da engata cash irukku. Future realization agala. All assets are not realizing at all. How much partners will lose? 41,100. That's maximum loss. Transfer it. If you find a deficit, the deficit should be transferred to what? Solvent partners in which ratio? Capital ratio. After adjusting all these things, you pay the surplus. Again, go to step 1, unpaid capital. How to work out unpaid capital? The previous unpaid balance minus amount paid now. 15,000 minus 0, 15,000 and the money. 18,000 minus 600, 17,400. 9,000 minus 300, 8,700. Fourth realization, we get how much? 6,000. We work out maximum loss. Transfer the maximum loss. Net surplus is paid. அதுக்கப்புறமா ஷார்ட்கட் மெத்தட்ல this previous maximum loss will become what? Unpaid capital now. Fifth realization, including the surplus and expenses, share the loss, pay the net amount, the final unpaid balance. Why do you call it as final unpaid balance? All realizations are over. All realizations are over. So the net unpaid balance becomes what? A realization loss. You can find it in which ratio? 2:2:1 ratio. Okay. So அவ்வளவுதான் அந்த கான்செப்டே. விச் மெத்தட்? மேக்ஸிமம் லாஸ் மெத்தட். இனிமே பண்ற ப்ராப்ளம் எல்லாமே ஃபார் பிராக்டிஸ் தான் பண்ண போறோம். நெக்ஸ்ட் ப்ராப்ளம் யூ அண்ட் மீ வில் ஒர்க் டுகெதர். Third problem, I'll give it for you. Now copy this.
நார்மலா போடுற இன்சால்வன்சி ப்ராப்ளம்க்கும் இதுக்கும் ஃபார்மேட் மட்டும் சேஞ்ச் ஆகுது.
இல்ல அதுக்கு சம்பந்தமே இல்லை. ஒன்னு we are just showing the order of distribution அவ்வளவுதான். அந்த ஆர்டர் ஆஃப் டிஸ்ட்ரிபியூஷன் பார்க்க மாட்டோம். எவ்வளவு அமௌண்ட் எந்த டைம்ல யாருக்கு பே பண்ணா தெரியாது. டோட்டல் அமௌண்ட் போயிட்டு தான் காட்டும். பட் இங்க பீஸ் மீல் எவ்வளவு அமௌண்ட் ஒரு ரிலேஷன்லயும் யாருக்கு எவ்வளவு செட்டில் பண்ணிருக்கீங்கன்னு காட்டும் இன் டீடைல். சப்போஸ் இன்னும் சர்ப்ளஸ் இருந்துச்சுன்னா இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா நெட் சர்ப்ளஸ் பெய்டு இல்லையா. இப்போ சப்போஸ் இங்க வந்து அன்பெய்டு கேபிட்டலும் மைனஸ் அமௌண்ட் பெய்டு லெஸ் பண்ண இங்க ஃபைனல் அன்பெய்டு பேலன்ஸ் இல்லைன்னா அது சர்ப்ளஸ் ஆகும். நத்திங் பட் ரீவாலுவேஷன் ப்ராஃபிட். டேக் அப் திஸ். இது ஒரு ஃபார்மேட்டா பாத்தீங்கன்னா புரியாது, லாஜிக்கல் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணிக்கணும். என் கையில 900 தான் இருக்கு. இதுக்கு மேல அமௌண்டே ரிலீஸ் ஆகலைன்னா பார்ட்னர்ஸ் will lose 4100. I distributed. Okay, if there is a deficit, that also maximum loss. Solvent partners will bear it. Net surplus will be paid. Net surplus paid is always equal to the amount available to partners. Take it. அதெல்லாம் வேண்டாம், காப்பி பண்ணலாம். Yeah, same format you have to follow. This is the same format in which you have to do. Otherwise, I am doing as per that format only. புரியல. Up to this at least copy it. The 600 300 வரைக்கும். Take your time. First realization used for Creditors, second realization for balance of Creditors, third for partners loan and 900 is available for capital. Fourth realization fully for partners, no deficit, அப்படியே pay பண்ண வேண்டியதுதான். Maximum loss distribute பண்ணா, there is no surplus or deficit, so net surplus is paid.
நீங்க ஏன் சார் டீச்சிங் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்
18th question, one of the fantastic question which we will do. Please remember, here capitals of the last problem were direct. 15, 18, 15, 18, 9 over, that's all. No adjustment in the capital. But this problem will have adjustment in the capital. So before even we start with the piecemeal distribution, we have to work out unpaid capital. We have to work out unpaid capital. Go through this. BGS are partnership or of our partners in a partnership firm. Read further. What is given? Sharing profits and losses in which ratio? 3:2:1. Due to extreme competition, they decided to dissolve the firm. Okay. Capital of Bob, Ganesh and Senthil is given in the liability side. Okay. Current account of Senthil is given. Wait, pardon. Wherever current account is given, already we learned. Fixed capital or fluctuating capital? Fixed capital. Fixed capital. So, listen. If there is a loss due to insolvency, it should be borne in fixed capital ratio. And the deficit is the ratio is bear panni. Then we are given reserves, loan account, creditors account, all those things are given to us. Read further. Realization expenses. Okay. February debtors realized how much? 51,900. March machinery. April furniture. May Senthil took over investment. Senthil took over investment. June stock realized. Dissolution expenses initially provided. How much was provided? 13,500. But actual expenses 9,600 in which month? April monthly actual expenses we came to know. Which means in April itself this surplus should be adjusted. In April itself this surplus in expenses should be adjusted. 13,500 provided. How much is spent? 9,600. Now remaining will be adjusted in which month itself? April itself. Then read further. Creditors are settled at 50,400. Creditors are paid 50,400. So before we start solving the problem, we have to work out unpaid capital. We have to work out which one? Unpaid capital. Start. Computation of unpaid capital. We are going to work together for this problem. Who are the partners? Babu, start. Computation of unpaid capital. Babu, Ganesh and Senthil. Start. Opening capital balance in the balance sheet. Who are having the balances? Ganesh and Senthil. Babu, Ganesh and Senthil. 3 பேருக்கு 1,13,100. 35,400. Then current accounts. Babu Senthil 26,400. Senthil 6,000. Ganesh ke negative balance hai. Asset side 18,000. Then general reserve. Transfer in the profit sharing ratio. What is the profit sharing ratio? General reserve 3:2:1 lakh quota na 54,000, 36,000, 18,000. Any P&L account, any miscellaneous expenditure like advertisement suspense, etc. Any advertisement suspense, etc. to be adjusted? Nothing. So this will give us unpaid capital balance or capital balance to be paid. Loan will be first settled. The loan is separately settled earlier. Before paying the partners, you have to pay the loan separately. In the statement, we'll show creditors, Senthil's loan, from a partner's capital like that. because loan or waste should be paid separately. In the ledger, expenses, creditors, SS loan, then this one. Please remember, you have to record amount payable, expenses initially provided given. Expenses initially provided 13,500. Expenses 13,500. Creditors, don't take the balance sheet amounts. Creditors, balance sheet like 51,600. But what is amount payable? 50,400 only. Partners loan is going to be settled before paying the partners. So, a separate line item. How much? 15,000. Then capital account balances this one. This is the amount payable. First, check the opening cash balance. What is the opening cash balance available in the balance sheet? Bank balance. On the 29,700. Opening bank balance. 29,700. The yaarukku pay பண்ணுவீங்க? First for expenses. Expense எவ்வளவு provide பண்ணணும்? 13,500 you will provide for expenses. Balance to whom? Creditors. So balance 29,700 minus this 13,500 you pay to the creditors. Then which month realization next? Adjustment la parunga, which month? February month we get 51,900. இந்த 51,900 என்ன பண்ணணும்? Okay. To creditors first you pay it. How much you have to pay first to the creditors? Leave. 50,400 minus 16,200 put in over 34,200. Next, pay SS loan. SS loan is settle பண்ணிட முடியும். எவ்வளவு இருக்கு? 15,000. Balance available for partners capital. What is the balance available for partners capital? So out of 51,900, 34,200 is paid, 15,000 is also paid. In the balance of 2,700 is available for partners capital. Steps as usual. What is step 1? Maximum loss. Maximum loss. எப்படி ஒர்க் அவுட் பண்ணுவீங்க? 1,93,500 plus 53,400 plus 55,500 minus 2,700. What is the maximum loss? Distribute in which ratio? 3:2:1 now. So surplus or deficit you will get. $193,500 minus $149,850. இப்போ யாருக்கு டெபிசிட் இருக்கு? G. Deficit of G transferred to whom? B and S. B and S in which ratio? Fixed capital ratio. Don't take this capital ratio. Don't take this capital ratio. Take which ratio? Fixed capital ratio. Balance sheet la parunga. Current account kuduthirukkan illaya. Fixed capital ratio. Which partner you would take? Babu and which one? Senthil. Fixed capital ratio 1131,315. 1131,315. 1131 is to 315. இந்த ரேஷியோல ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க. ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க. This 46,500 transfer to the other partner. 36. The other one. இப்போ அவனுக்கு டெபிசிட் ஆயிடுச்சு. So 46,000, 43,650 minus 36,370 போட்டா உங்களுக்கு 0 ஆயிடும். Last partner it will become 5550 minus this will become 4580. இப்போ again என்ன ஆகுது? Deficit of S transferred to whom? யார் left out? B. கடைசியில் அவனுக்கு ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் பண்ணுவோம். The 4580 will be transferred to this person minus 4580. Transfer பண்ணா after bearing all losses net surplus paid. Net surplus paid பார்த்தா அந்த 2700 இருக்கும். Any doubt in it? அப்படின்னா இங்க அமௌண்ட் அவைலபிள் டு பார்ட்னர்ஸ் இருக்கு. டெஃபினட்டா அமௌண்ட் அவைலபிள் இருக்கிற பார்ட்னர்ஸ் இருக்கனால யாரோ ஒருத்தருக்கு சர்ப்ளஸ் இருக்கு. somebody will have a surplus. So net surplus is paid. So adjust the deficit. அதுக்கப்புறமா டெபிசிட் வந்தா தேர்ட் பார்ட்னருக்கு ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் பண்ணுங்க. ஈவன் ஆஃப்டர் தட் there is a deficit. எல்லா லாஸும் பேர் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் இன்னும் சர்ப்ளஸ் இருக்குன்னா அவனுக்கு பே பண்ணுங்க. Then we have to work out which one? Unpaid capital. Unpaid capital is nothing but previous balance minus this one. Previous balance in the 193,500 minus 2,700. 53,400 minus nothing is paid. இங்க 55,500 minus nothing is paid. இங்க maximum loss சிம்பிளா போடலாம். 299,700 previous maximum loss minus amount available. என்ன month realization we are in? March monthல என்ன ஆகுது? Machinery 139,500 மார்ச் எவ்வளோ ரிலீஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கோம்? Now maximum loss, unpaid capital minus amount available. Transfer this in which ratio? 3:2:1 ratio. ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் பண்ண எவ்வளோ வரும் சொல்லுங்க. எவ்வளோ அமௌண்ட்? 80,100 3,400. So net surplus be happy exact on 0 ஆயிடுச்சு. நெட் சர்ப்ளஸ் ஆட் பண்ணி பாருங்க. டோட்டல் டேலி அது 139,500 வருதா? நெக்ஸ்ட் அகெயின் அன்பெய்டு கேபிட்டல். I told you already, if there is no deficiency, என்ன பண்ணலாம்? If there is no deficiency, what we can do? அப்படியே இது கேரி ஃபார்வர்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். 80,100 3,400 and what? 26,700. Otherwise, unpaid capital minus amount paid will give us what? Next unpaid capital. Then April month. April month, what is amount realized? April month, what is amount realized? Furniture 18,000. Wait, pannunga. There is a surplus in expenses also. Actual expenses are paid in which month? April itself. Adu marudradinga. So April month 18,000 plus expenses oda surplus. Surplus evu irukku? 13,500 la minus 8,900 la spent. What is the surplus available? That panna amount available to partners. Add panna 21,900 is the amount available to partners. Now work out the maximum loss. Maximum loss is 160,200 minus 21,900. What is the maximum loss? 1. Transfer in which ratio? 3:2:1 ratio la share பண்ணுங்க. $69,150. Net surplus paid. April month, we realized 18,000. Expenses provided 13,500 minus spent 8,900. So 9,000? Here. April realized 18,000. Expenses 13,500 minus 9,600. We are adjusting it in April month itself because it is specified to us clearly. Actual expenses for April is given. So 21,900 is the amount realized. Again, work out unpaid capital. Wait, பண்ணுங்க. May month, what happened? Senthil took over investment. Take it as a separate realization. Take it as a separate realization. Okay, Senthil will pay to the other partners. அவனோட share போக balance இருக்கிறது மத்தவனுக்கு settle பண்ணிடுவோம். Let us assume that this is sold to an external party. Senthil will have his own share இல்லையா? So the net surplus will be paid to the other parties by Senthil. அவன் private settle பண்ணிடுவோம். Senthil took over investment for how much? 6,300. Take it as a separate realization. Take it as what? A separate realization and work out. Usually work out. So work out the maximum loss. What is the maximum loss? 138,300 minus 138,300 minus 6,300. What is the maximum loss? Yeah, same kind of working. We'll see. I'll show you. 1,32,000. Transfer it in which ratio? 3:2:1 ratio. How much you get? 60,000, 44,000, 22,000. Pay attention. Here, small difference in writing. Net surplus paid, which means Senthil will pay. Senthil will pay. Pay how much? His share is 1,850. In that investment, what is Senthil's share? Sir, in the investment, yaar eduthu pona? Senthil. Avanoda share evlo? 1,050. So balance evlo irukku? Senthil will pay 3,150 to A and 2,100 to what? B. For example, let us see I am Senthil. You are Babu and Ganesh. You are Babu and which one? Ganesh. My share in that investment is only 1,050. I have to pay your share 3,150. Other party share how much? 2,100. Here the firm will not pay. The firm will not pay. Who will pay? Senthil has to pay. Because the investment was taken over by what? Senthil. Then again work out which one? Unpaid capital. June month, what is the realization amount? Again work out maximum loss. What is the maximum loss? In a ratio 3:2:1 ratio. Hello, Arun. அவ்வளவுதானே? Any more relationship? No. இது 3:2 ratio is to 1 ratio இருக்கான்னு பார்த்தோம். Otherwise, final unpaid balance. This is also known as a relationship loss. It will be in the ratio of 3:2:1. Three is to 2:1 ratio. May month Sendil to core investment, yes. Yes. Unpaid, final unpaid balance will be equal to realization loss. It will be definitely 3:2:1 ratio or profit sharing ratio. The logic புரிஞ்சது இல்லையா? Order of distribution, any doubt? ரொம்ப simple. What is maximum loss? இதுக்கு மேல realization இல்லைன்னா இவ்வளவு loss ஆகும். That should be borne by partners. அதில் deficit இருந்ததுன்னா remaining partners will bear it. Net surplus pay பண்ணுங்க. Step by step அப்படியே continue பண்ணிட்டு வாங்க. Final unpaid loss will be equal to what? Share of loss and realization. Actually, the exam கூட revise பண்ணவே கூடாது. இது actually no pre-written rule. It's only a logical thinking and conceptual understanding that is required. Wait. 2 minutes. I'll come back to it. Now, what I request is at home, whenever you are having a time, தூக்கம் வரல அப்படி ஏதாவது situation இருந்துச்சுன்னா, try to question number 19 and what? 20 at home. 19 and 20 at home you can try. 19 and 20 at home you can try. Okay. Try to work out 19 and 20 at home. Wait, pardon. In the piecemeal distribution, we saw which method? Another method, proportionate capital method, otherwise called as what? Highest relative capital method. I don't want to add that in this session because இது மறந்துடலாம் பண்ணலாம். So அதுக்கு ஒரு சின்ன gap வேணும், which means I'll take it in the next class, separate class like anything. Highest capital is a simple principle now. The profit sharing ratio is clear. Capital is not there in the profit sharing ratio. The partner who paid more capital, the partner who made payment of more capital per share of profit should be returned first. For example, 10 lakh capital introduce பண்ணிருக்கேன், 3 ratio. Other partner 10 lakh, 2 ratio. Other partner 10 lakh, 1 ratio. ரொம்ப simple. 10 lakh by 3, 10 lakh by 2, 10 lakh by 1 போட்டிங்கன்னா, you will get the partner who paid what? Highest capital per share of profit. அவங்களுக்கு பைசா ரிட்டர்ன் பண்ணுவாங்க அந்த மாதிரி. That also some small line you would understand. Once you understand that is very simple. Okay. Actually, next method will be much simpler than this method. Order of distribution workout panta, we can just finish it in 2 or 3 minutes of time on the month. So that I will do it in a separate session. I will solve one more problem in this category. That is question number this one. Anusha, Anantika, Aditi. This particular problem, AAA problem, I will do in the class, in the next class. That is under which method? Maximum loss method. Then I will go for this highest relative capital method is nothing but proportionate capital method. Which method? Proportionate capital method, that I will do it in a separate class. I stop with this for today.